Good morning, ladies. I'm Alicia Plott from the Central Baptist Church Thrive Ladies Ministry. This morning I wanted to give you a few practical tips for homeschooling your kids now that you've been thrown into this thing. Most of you have probably been given some packets from your school, or either they're doing some type of online school, so that covers most of their curriculum. And you're probably finding out that it's not taking the entire length of time that it would for a typical day at a public school, and that's fine. Remember, they're not having to do all the little extra things, walking to and from class, gym time, PE, whatever. So it's going to be a little bit shorter, and that's fine. But you can also, afterwards, to implement some of those things that the kids are learning, some practical learning things. They can help you do something in the kitchen when you're cooking. If you're doing a cake and you're cutting it, that teaches the kids how to do fractions. Or if you're working with a recipe, they're starting to learn measurements. Or even if you have a large family like I do, they're having to multiply those fractions and measurements. So they're learning their multiplication problems. My daughter, she's doing geometry right now. She's in the 7th grade. So when we're outside and my husband's working on a building, she can learn a Pythagorean theorem or the area of the building. Or if you need something inside like carpet or whatever, then they're learning how to do area. So just because it's at home, it doesn't mean that you're not learning. Sit down with your kids and read a book. Every child loves to hear someone read. And they can read on their own. And after you finish the book, if there's a movie about it, maybe they can compare the book and the movie and see which one is better. Or think of an ending that they would have liked to have had differently. You can watch a documentary with your kids. There's so many about science and animals and history, people in our history. We actually have plants on our dining room table right now that we've planted for our garden for this spring. And the kids are learning lots of things about science. It doesn't matter what you're doing in your day. Your kids are learning. If you're washing clothes, teach them how to wash clothes. You would be surprised how many college kids that go off to college and don't know how to do a load of laundry. Or if you're having to pay your bills and you're sitting online with your computer, teach your kids how to write a check. Or if you're doing your emails for work, maybe you can teach your kids how to do a professional email. Just take a couple of minutes when you're trying to do a new task, and your kids would learn that. Remember, in homeschooling, repetition is the key. My daughter's 12 and my husband's already letting her drive the car. We do live on a dirt road, so don't worry. But repetition is how the kids learn. And you don't have to be perfect. Give yourself some grace. You will make mistakes. We all do. I've been homeschooling for 5 years now, and I still change things and try to do things differently. But what does God's Word say? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And you can do this. You can do this homeschool thing. So if you would like for us to do a video of something that you're struggling with, or want some ideas on something, give us a little comment below. And until next time, y'all have a great homeschool day.